Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a boy by the name of Tyler. He grew up in a small town in Texas, but little did people know that he had a really rough life. His childhood consisted of his parents fighting all the time and him taking care of his siblings. Then once he became a teenager, he started to understand everything that was going on, and his parents separated. Years and years went by, and his mom remained lonely and depressed. But along came this gentleman. Todd was his name. He was tall and incredibly handsome, and his mom fell instantly for him. So, before everybody knew it, Tyler's mom and Todd got married. But little did his mother know that Todd was horrible to Tyler, made him fix everything that got broke, and served him head to foot. Tyler tried telling his mother, but she just looked right past him and would not even believe him for 1 second. So there was no use in Tyler trying to say something to her about it, because she would just not accept the fact that she messed up again. Even though that his mother worked all the time, and Todd, on the other hand, would not even lift a finger to help out in any way. He was a lazy scum, and only wanted what he wanted, and that was it. And for some reason, she stayed with him through thick and thin, no matter what. When Todd joined the family, he brought 2 lovely daughters, and Tyler thought they were the most beautiful ladies ever. The daughters' names were Cassidy, who was the older one. She was short, pale, with red hair. She was quite unique, and nobody's ever seen anything like her. The second daughter was closer to Tyler's age, and her name was Lexie. Lexie was taller, tan, with blonde-ish brown hair. Tyler fell instantly with a blink of an eye, and he knew she was the one. But for some reason, Lexie had her heart set on the talk of the town, Anton. She always kept Tyler in her head, though, because she secretly had a thing for Tyler. And Tyler knew his chance was at this upcoming party that was being held at Anton's house in a few months. April and May went by, and finally the invitations came in the mail. But the small problem was there was invitations for everyone except for Tyler. He was heartbroken. He didn't know what he was going to do to win Lexie over. When he knew that she was going to go to Anton's and Anton was going to have her all to himself, and there was nothing that Tyler could do about it. For as much as Tyler was secretly in love with Lexie, he didn't know what he was going to do from this point forward. He tried to spend more and more time with her. He kept hoping and hoping that she would just change her mind and not want to go to the party anymore. But no matter what he tried, nothing would change her mind. She was going to that party, and that was it. Nothing was going to come in the way of her going to that party and have a chance with Anton. Not even Tyler. Tyler gave it his all to make her fall for him, but she just wasn't seeing it. Lexie has not always had a good eye for herself. She doesn't see herself like others see her. But Tyler, he saw everything in her. Beauty, intelligence, kindness, and loyalty. But she has been hurt so many times that she is hurt and always will be. Finally, the night of the party came, and everyone was getting all ready and prettied up to leave, except for Tyler. He sat in his room crying, and he had lost every chance that he had with her. Once everyone was ready to leave, Lexie sneaked her way into Tyler's room. She apologized that he could not come. She felt horrible for leaving him there. But it is what she had to do. She kissed him on one cheek and walked out and said, "See you later, Tyler." Hours and hours went by, and Tyler sat in his room crying and crying alone. He did not know what he should do. He needed to at least try, but would he get in trouble for showing up? But he didn't know what to wear and what he would drive because he didn't have a vehicle to get there. He sat and thought about everything. He heard something come from outside say his name. Tyler got up and peeked out of the window and saw a bright light. He then ran to the front of the house and went outside, and there stood a gentleman. This gentleman, he looked like a ghost, like he didn't exist. He finally spoke and said, "Tyler, I have came from above to save you from this dreary night." Tyler then looked at him and said, "What are you gonna do?" The man then said, "I am your fairy godfather." Then with a flick of his wand, they were outside. "Well, let's see. You are going to need a vehicle? How about like a Mustang?" And out of the blue popped a Mustang. "And your clothes? Just look at them. They will not do." Then again, with a flick of a wand, he was all spiffied up. "You're ready," stated the fairy godfather. Tyler was ecstatic and super excited. He turned and said thank you to the fairy godfather, but he was gone. So he got into his vehicle and took off towards Anton's party. Once again he arrived, and Lexie saw him and lost anything she had for Anton. Fell for Tyler instantly and left with him. They got lost in the sunset on the way home and lived happily ever after. The end.